Should we talk about your cake?
If me and you were to go to court now, would you?
Should we talk about
the cake, baby?
Only
talk about the cake. Were you even invited?
The Real Housewives of Johannesburg are finally back, and this time Lethabo might be relieved to note that this cake from the launch event was real. Okay, no plastic was involved.
What? Messy.
That's messy?
Yes!
So on Friday, Mnet threw a really fancy launch party to celebrate the return of the first of the local housewives. And some of the biggest names in the housewives universe were in attendance. After several years of suffering, Josie's Real Queens of Reality finally made a splashy comeback to our screens on Friday. With the exception of Lebo and Lethabo LeJoy, the cast is almost entirely made up of new girlies. Of course, without seasoned OGs Brunette, Crystal, and even Fab Queen of Glam, Mrs. Mobs, the new revamp looks and feels completely new. Lebo, Jojo, Mokoena, and Lethabo LeJoy lead a strong cast that now includes Kea Marema, Mamusi Koka, Nicole, and Thobekile Mdlalose. The first episode took where things left off at the previous reunion, with Lebo and Lethabo hashing things out and deciding if they are still friends after blocking each other and drawing the line in the sand for many years. The answer, of course, is yes, girls, you will have to film with each other because that's what the people pay to see. After the long wait, which included an entire season that was shelved back in March 2021, did the Joburg Hunts clock in and deliver a sealed assignment? Stay with us for the tea on the first episode, and remember to leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to this here channel. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back, ladies. Friday, May 19th marked the end of a dry spell for fans of the Real Housewives of Johannesburg.
Ladies, this is your last chance to impress me and save yourself.
Despite a massive cast shake-up. In 2021, Mnet released a statement that they had decided to toss this whole thing out the window after two cast members, reportedly DJ Tira's wife Kuku Kati, Brunette Siopela, and Crystal K, were involved in a physical scuffle outside a club in Pretoria. It was pretty serious back then though, because Miss Crystal was talking about pressing charges, and the whole thing quickly escalated and the channel wanted no parts. But the demand continued, particularly with the success of newer franchises such as Real Housewives of Durban, Real Housewives of Gqeberha, Lagos, Abuja, Cape Town, Pretoria, and Nairobi. Real Housewives of Johannesburg was the first such experiment to show us that this format can work in Africa, and the people were eating it up. It only made sense for the executives to bring it back. Looks like Lebo is now the lead girl in charge. Not only is she at the center of the season 3 posters, but she also had the opening scene on the show. She was showing us around in her new home. She hung out with her brother and they talked about her divorce from Joburg businessman Lebo Kunguluza. Similar names. Remember how that was cute back in the day and she's now saying it was corny. She says he was abusive and she had to bounce and start over, and is now dating Intanga Zake. Good for you, girl. She then met up with Lethabo LeJoy, who is now working on launching her own line of tea. So girl, get your bag. They hung out for a while, trying to figure out how to proceed. What are we now? Lebo asked. Natasazi, Joe. It was also funny though when Lethabo refused for Lebo to push her on that cute Mzwinki thingy, because girl, are you gonna push me with vengeance or something? We also got to meet new cast members Nicole, Kea, Mamusi, and Thobekile. Nicole is currently going through a divorce. We meet her mother and the two have a heartfelt conversation about how things panned out in her marriage. My girl also shared how she's half many things, half Zulu, half Scottish, half Xhosa, half Irish, I think. Mamusi is also such a mood, okay? Okay, Atiena, she's with an NGO in the religious space. I'm like, girl, NGO in the religious space? Are you talking about a church? Turns out, yeah, she's basically running her parents' church. She met up with Kea, the fabulous mother, and the two hit it up and are already deciding to arrange playtime with their kids. No. Thobekile lives in Centurion and loves spending a lot of money on herself. She said she spends over 20,000 rands upwards on designer bags. She also counted many other big numbers that she spends on herself. Like big numbers. They spent a lot of time on the big numbers that she spends on herself. Lovely home, lovely family. She seems like quite a vibe too. It will be interesting to watch her evolve on the show as we get to know her and the rest of the ladies. I'm super amped to see the girls back. We may be bummed by the many departures, but the new season is already promising for me. That lunch was shady and messy without any of the girls trying way too hard. You know what it's like sometimes with the new girls having to prove that you have hired the right person. I deserved this job and I'm going to shake things up already. Except of course that Leon character who really wanted to have his moment. What did you guys think of the premiere episode? Hit us up in the comments and remember to subscribe. Until next time, ciao!